All right, factoring. Okay. Well, factoring is an inverse procedure. Okay. When you two polynomials multiply them out, you get another polynomial. But conversely, you see a polynomial you want to express as product of several terms. Okay. So the two basic formulas, you see, first of all, we know x minus y times x plus y, right? Is going to be x squared minus y squared, right? Then conversely, if you see y squared minus x squared, you can express as x minus y and x plus y. That's called factoring, okay? And I hope you can multiply this out. Okay, please do this problem and tell me what you got. Anyone got an answers? X minus y times x squared plus x times y and plus y squared. How many terms left after you simplify? Right, so there should be only two terms left. Great. Yeah, Rebecca got answers. Great. X cubed minus y cubed. So next time when you see x cubed minus y cubed, then you should be able to factor it, okay? You can retain as a product of those two factors. Now, you cannot factor x squared plus y squared, okay? This cannot be product of any two linear terms. However, x cubed plus y cubed, you can express as a product of two terms. How do we know that? The reason is because x cubed is minus negative y cubed, okay? Because negative y cubed is going to be negative y cubed, okay? So that's why using the above formula, in the place of y, you put a negative y, so again plus y, and x squared minus xy and plus y squared. Okay, so those are the two formulas. For square, you only have this formula, and that one you don't have. Okay, you cannot factor as product of two. X squared plus y squared cannot be expressed as product of two factors in without using complex numbers. Okay. Okay. So if we have x cubed minus 1, can you factor this? This is going to be x cubed minus 1 cubed, right? So that is going to be x minus 1, x squared plus x plus 1. Okay? Right? So x cubed plus 1, that would be x cubed plus 1 cubed. Then that would be x plus 1, then x squared minus x plus 1. Okay. Okay, using, just let the y to be 1. Okay. So now let's look at the next problem. factor, okay, factor 4x minus x cubed. That means you have to express as a product of several terms. Okay. All right, so step one, there's a common factor, right? 4 times x, and x cubed is x squared times x, so x is a common factor. Okay, so you then get x out. All right, so now you have a 4 minus x squared. So Erica says, well, I have a question mark there, right? I guess he maybe suspect. He's doubt about his answer. So can we factor 4 minus x squared? The answer is yes. 4 is 2 squared and x squared, right? 2 squared minus x squared will be 2 minus x and 2 plus x. So now you have a product of 3 terms. This should be the final answer. Got it? And similarly, if you want to factor 8 minus x cubed, can you do that? 8 minus x cubed. This can be 2 cubed minus x cubed. And then you use the above formula. It'll be 2 minus x and the 2 square plus x times y is 2x and plus x squared. Okay? So 2 squared is 4. Okay, let's do next problem. Fact x squared y minus y squared x. Yeah, please do this. So, Alex, go. Do you have answers? Okay, we have several people here. And Jessica? Jessica Liu? Jessica, you should good in math, right? Okay, your sister very good in math. Cindy, right? All right, so can you figure it out? It's trying to express this product of several terms as many as possible. All right, so Rebecca gave me an answer, which is correct. So how do you do that? We're looking for the common factor. So you look at the first term, x squared, y. Second term, y squared x, at least each term contains x and y. So I'm going to express x times y, then x, okay? And here, this will be yx, then maybe y, right? So x and y, x is just a common factor. So you take x, y out, then it will be x minus 1. Okay? Good job. Yeah. Okay, if you can do this, let's try the next one. Fact x times yz minus x squared y, okay? Yeah, okay, great. So you see that when you read through all the terms, I think that each term contains x times y. And this is will be x, maybe x, y, right? So x, y would be the common fact. You take this out. So z minus x. Good. All right, the next one. Fact, okay, 9x squared minus y squared. And I want you to try first. Anyone? Ethan? Ethan Zhang, do you have answers? No? Okay. I think Rebecca can give me an answer. I'm waiting for answers. Rebecca Lee. Yeah, Rebecca's doing a good job. Okay. How about else? Ethan. All right. So how do I do this problem? First of all, right, it is similar to the one we already did, right? X squared minus y squared is going to be x minus y, x plus y, right? Okay. So I'm trying to express it in this form. So 9 is going to be 3 squared. Okay, 3 squared x squared will be 3x squared. Then you can apply that formula to here. Okay, that'll be 3x minus y, 3x plus y. Got it? Okay. All right, let's do a similar one. You know how to do it, right? 4x squared minus 9y squared. Please factor this. All right, I'm going to check who got the answers. Okay. Anyone else? Eric, did you get his last problem? Then you just copy the same idea. Yeah, Jessica, good job. Alex also. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So we get 4 is 2 squared. So that's 2x squared. 9 is going to be 3 squared. So 3y squared. Okay, then you will get 2x, 3y, then 2x plus 3y. That's all you can. Great. Okay, so next one, fact 1 minus x to the 4th power. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? 1 minus x to the 4th power, it's going to be 1 squared. X to the 4th power is x squared and the square, right? So that will be 1 minus x squared and 1 plus x squared. But 1 plus x squared cannot be factored. But 1 minus x squared can be continued factored out. It's 1 minus x, 1 plus x. So you get 3 factors. Got it? Okay, so let's try that one. Fact xy minus x cubed y. Okay, let's see how many terms, how many factors you're going to get. Eric, Rebecca. Okay, anyone else? Alex? Call your name, Alex. Do you have answers? Okay, so let's look at a common factor, okay? X, each term contains X, that's great. Y, each term contains Y. So XY times 1, here's XY, then there should be X squared here, right? X squared times X is X cubed. But anyway, you get a common fact, X times Y. Right, so you take the X times Y out, it's 1 minus X squared. Now Rebecca stop here, actually can continue. Do you see that? Okay, 1 minus x squared, 1 minus x squared, 1 is 1 squared. Okay, so you can continue. It's 1 squared minus x squared. So you get x times y, 1 minus x, and the 1 plus x. So, yeah, L get x squared minus 1. I don't know why. It should be 1 minus x squared, but that is not complete. It should continue. So let's look at another formula. Okay. We know that x plus y squared is going to be x squared plus 2xy and plus y squared. Right? If I change the sign, I get x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Okay, so that means if I see 3 terms, right, then I can go back, right, to express a square. So if I see x squared plus 2x plus 1, then that is going to be just x plus 1 squared. Right? If I change the sign here to minus 2x, that will be x minus 1 squared. How about x squared plus 4x plus 4? Well, this is going to be x squared plus, I'm going to use this formula here. It's 2 times x times 2 and plus 2 squared. So that's why y is 2, so it's x plus 2 squared. Okay, so I'm going to summarize some formulas we have here. First of all, we have x squared minus y squared equals x minus 1 and x plus y, right? Then x cubed minus y cubed is the x minus y, x squared plus xy plus y squared. If I change the sign, I get x plus y here. Then here must be negative sign. Okay. Now I have a new formula right here. If x squared plus 2xy plus y squared, that would be x plus y squared. So x is x plus y x times x plus y. So if I change the sign, okay, so those are the formulas we should know. All right, so I'm going to ask you to fact 1 plus 6x. Sorry. Right? Use one of the above formulas. All right. Anyone? Erica? It's hard, right? So let's copy. Try to express in this form. So it's 1 is 1 square. 6 is 2 times 3 times x, right? Right? And the 9x squared is 3x squared. Okay. So I think we're done, right? We use above identity. It can be 1 plus 3x squared. Apply this to here. Okay. All right, so let's do a little bit easy one. So fact x cubed plus 2x squared plus x. Yeah, keep this 1, 2, 3, 5 formulas aside, so you can always use it. Okay. Yeah, x here is x is 1, y is 3x. That's why it's 2 times 1 times 3x, again 3x squared. That's why you get 1 plus 3x squared. So how about this one? X cubed plus 3x, 2x squared plus x. I think Alex can do that. Alex, right? Right, and Rebecca, do you have answer now? No? You see? Okay. X cubed plus 2x squared plus x. You should have a common fact immediately, right? Take it out. Yeah, Eric, you're halfway towards the final answer. Okay, so we got every term contains x, right? So we take x out. Okay, that will be x, then x squared plus 2x plus 1. Then we use the formula. I'm sorry, it's just x. Okay, the 3 terms can be combined into 1, x plus 1 squared. Okay. So that's why, yeah, you have this. Okay, let's try another one. Fact x squared plus 10x plus 25. Anyone has answers to this problem? Yeah, the formula you're going to use here is 2xy plus y squared is going to be x plus y squared. So can you figure out what is y? Yeah, y should be put 5 and x squared plus 2 times x times 10 and then no, that's 5 and then 5 squared. So that's why x plus 5 squared. Okay, so it's just x plus 5 squared. Good job. All right, now let's do a little bit challenging one. Let's try it different. Okay, let's go back to x plus 1 times x plus 3. And that's 2, okay? Let's multiply this out first. So I get x times x, x squared, and 3 times x, and then 2 times x, then 3 times, 2 times 3. So the middle here is 2 plus 3x, and the last term is 2 times 3. Right? Now, if I change the sign, then I get x squared and 3x and negative 2x and 2 times negative 3. So you get 3 minus 2x squared plus negative 2 times 3. So this term always the sum of those two terms. So if I have an x plus p and x plus q, when you multiply this out, you get px, then you get qx, then you have p times q. So you will get p plus q and the p times q. So if you are able to, if the quadratic function is in this form, then this conversely is true, right? It's x squared plus p plus q, x plus pq should be equal to x plus p and x plus q. Okay. So for example, x squared, it's a 5x and 6, right? So that's going to be x squared. Here's a 2 plus 3, x, and the 2 times 3, right? So that is going to be x plus 2 and x plus 3. Right. Can you try this next problem? Yeah, so what we should do here is this is a p plus q, this p plus times q. So can you figure out the possible integers for p and the q? So that the sum is 7, the product is 10. right. So the right, keep x plus 2 and x plus 5. Good. So this is that, right? And then I modify a little bit. I'm going to put 3x here minus 10. Can you figure it out? These two numbers. See, here's negative sign, right? So be careful. So have to, this is sum plus, and this will be product. The product should be negative 10. So the sum should be 3. I think this is going to be negative 2 times 5. That'd be negative 2 plus 5, right? Right? So P is negative 2. Q is negative, Q is positive 5. And you double check. So if I change to here 3x minus 10, okay, then there should be changed slightly. How to get negative 3? So negative 5 plus 2. Here's negative 5 times 2. You get negative 10. So it will be x plus 5 and x plus 2. X minus 5, here x plus 2. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to do the next problem. Fact x squared minus 5x plus 6. Yeah, let me know if you get it. Yeah, you're trying to figure out the sum of these two numbers is going to be negative 5. The product of those two numbers should be equal to 6. Okay, so P plus Q should be negative 5. And P times Q should be 6. And then it'll be X plus P and X plus Q. Right. What are P and Q? All right, let's see who got it. Okay. So P should be equal to negative 2. You see 6, when you multiply 6, right? 6, 2 times 3, right? But this can be also negative 2 times negative 3. So if you choose negative 2 times negative 3, then the sum is going to be negative 5. Right, so that's why x squared minus 5x plus 6 is going to be x minus 2 and x minus 3. Great. Right, let's do next problem. X squared plus 7x plus 6. Can you figure out the constants? Okay, so if you put P here and put Q here, when you multiply this out, this will be X squared, P plus QX and P times Q. So then you compare, the sum should be equal to 7, the product should be equal to 6. What are P and Q? Okay, can you get it? Can you figure it out? What are P and Q? Well, 6, right? 6 can be 2 times 3. 6 can be negative 2 times negative 3. What are the other choices? 6 can be 1 times 6, right? Could be negative 1 times negative 6. Okay, so the sum should be equal to 7. Hold on. Yeah, the sum should be equal to 7. So the only possible case is this. 1 plus 6 equal to 7. So P equals 1, Q equals 6. So that's why X squared plus 7, X plus 6 is going to be X plus 1 and X plus 6. Okay. Right. So yeah, but I guess in trying, but then you look at the product of 6. You look at look at the 6. It can be expressed as the product of several constants, several integers. Okay. So here's another one. Fact x squared minus 9x plus 14. Okay. So this can be written as product of two linear terms. So again, when you multiply this out, this will be x squared and here p plus qx plus pq, and compare both p plus q equals negative 9, p times q equals 14. Right, what are the possible values for p and q? Right, so Erica says negative 2 and negative 7. Because 14 is going to be 1 times 14 and negative 1 times negative 14. The next possibility is 2 times 7, negative 2 times negative 7. Okay, so clearly, right, P is going to be negative 2, Q is going to be negative 7. Therefore, we have x squared minus 9x plus 14 equals x minus 2 and x minus 7. Okay. I'm going to ask you to do next one. Factor x squared minus 3x minus 4. Okay, try this. So we're going to find the product of two numbers, right? So this compare, right? X squared plus P plus Q, right? Remember, So the product of two numbers should be equal to -4. The sum of those two numbers should be equal to 3. And what are the possible integers, right? So -4 is going to be -4 times 1 will be 4 times -1 will be 2 times 2 will be -2 times -2. Right? So which one gives the sum of -3? I think it's this one. Right? This gives us -3. So P can be -4. Doesn't matter which one is first. One is -4, other one is positive. Okay. Of course, not always, can factor it out. Like we cannot. Here's a remark. We cannot factor x squared minus x plus 1. Why? Okay, we cannot. Otherwise, we can continue, right? X squared, yeah, it cannot be. Okay, we cannot factor this. Okay, let's try another one. X squared minus x plus 12. I'll put a negative sign here, okay? Otherwise, you cannot factor. If I change the sign, you cannot factor. So x squared minus x minus 12. Try this. So your starting point is a product, two factors, right? X squared plus P plus Q, right? P and the Q. So you have the P times Q should be equal to -12. P plus Q should be equal to -1. Okay, so what are the two integers? The product is -12 and the sum is going to be -1. Integers including negative integers, okay? Okay, so think about what, yeah. Anyone give me the answers? No yet, not yet. Rebecca? Ethan? Zhang? Alex? Okay, now take a look at 12, right? 12 can be written as -1 times 12 and 1 times -12. Okay, that's the first. You just try, right? And then -2 times 6 and 2 times -6. Then I can try -3 times 4 and 3 times -4. Now, which sum gives you the -1, right? Which pair of the numbers gives the -1, the sum of -1? And clearly this one, right? So 3 plus -4 is -1. Yeah, so that's why x squared minus x minus 12 is x plus 3 and x minus 4. Okay. I can also construct lots of examples, like the first one. I can get 11x minus 12. All right, so you see, you can create many examples, test yourself, right? So if you use this one, you get x squared minus 11x minus 12, right? If you use this one, x squared, add them together, be plus 4x minus 12, x minus 2, x plus 6. If you use this pair, add them together, be negative 4x. So that's why how the teachers create, make so many problems, right? Plus 2 and x minus 6, right? And then the last one is this one. The sum is going to be 1, right? It is going to be x minus 3 and x plus 4. Okay, so you have a long list. If I want to give a quiz, the test, I just can choose one of them. All right, so let's relax a little bit. So let's try a different problem. Okay, factor x cubed plus 6x squared and 9x. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. Step 1, right? You take x out. X is common factor. So now actually here, if you don't use the above formula, you still can factor it, right? So p plus q and p times q, right? P times q should be equal to 9. P plus q should be equal to 6. So what are the integers? The product is going to be 9. If I find a pair of integers, the sum of the pairs is in 6. Okay. So it's easy, right? So P should be equal to Q should be equal to 3. Okay. Right? So 3 squared is 9. So that's why it's x plus 3, and x plus 3. Good. Okay, and then now now I get 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. Okay, so this can be written 3x squared plus 6 is now 2 times 3x, right? And plus 1. So something squared plus 2 times something plus 1, this is going to be 3x plus 1 squared. Okay. Now let's look at the interesting things here. 1 minus x times 1 plus x squared plus x cubed plus x to the 4th power and all the way x to the 2020. Can you multiply this out? Okay. Anyone can quickly give me the answer, Rebecca? If you multiply them out, how many terms? Two, okay, right? The second fact, you have a 2021 fact terms there. This is polynomial degree 2020, right? But if you do the multiplication, then you just want to do one by one. One times everything just one. So it's 1 plus x squared, x cubed, x to the fourth power, and finally 2020. Then x minus times 1, x times x. So every time you get a negative, negative x squared, negative x cubed, negative 2000, if we multiply with 2020, and 19 is 2020, the last time is 2021. Okay. Then you will see all the terms will be canceled out. They're all gone. What you get is get x to the 2021. Wow. They're all gone, right? Yeah, they're all gone. Okay. And that's how do we, so next time if you see 1 minus, right, factor, like 1 minus x squared, x to the fourth power. Actually, I can give you the answer right away. Okay. Okay, but you can right? Can you see that? Mm-hmm. But if you multiply this out, you will get 1 minus x to the fourth power. Okay. Now, can you continue to factor this? The answer may be yes, right? So we can try a different way. So 1 minus x to the fourth power is 1 minus x squared and the square, right? So you get 1 square minus x squared. So you use the above formula. But you cannot factor 1 plus x squared. But 1 minus x squared can be written as 1 minus x and 1 plus x. Okay, so sounds like this part can be factored to this. Okay. Right, but it's not obvious to see that. So let's look at, right? Let's look at, yeah, can we fact 1 plus x squared plus x cubed to the fourth? And I know it's 1 plus x, right? How can I see that? So this is the magic, okay? 1 plus x, and I take x out. So now you have a common fact. Yeah, I take x out, right? Then I get a common fact, 1 plus x. So Eric is not very patient right now, okay? So then you take 1 plus x out. So what is left here is 1 plus x squared. Okay, this is a common fact. Okay, so that's for today's class.